Today we're exploring two iconic works of 19th century French Romanticism, Liberty Leading the People by Delacroix and The Raft of Medusa by Serrador. Both paintings respond to political traumas, but they do so in strikingly different ways. By comparing them, we will see how Romanticism blends emotions, activism, and artistry. So the first art is the Raft of Medusa. So the artist pioneered Romanticism darker side, focusing on human sufferings. And the subject of this art depicts the picture of Medusa, a scandal caused by government incompatibilism. So the description is that this picture shows the pyramidal composition shows desperate figures on a crumbling raft, some dead, others waving at a distant ship, and it amplifies horror and despair. The second art is Liberty Leading the People. So the artist is a leader of French Romanticism, rejecting neoclassical rigidity in favor of emotion and color. The subject celebrates the July Revolution of 1830, where Parisians overthrew King Charles X. The description is that the Liberty personifies as a muscular woman in a cap, stride over barricade with a rifle and the French flags. She is flanked by a mix of social classes, workers, students, even a child. United in struggle, the painting's diagonal composition and vibrant color conveys chaos and hopes. So they have different many similarities and differences. So for similarities, it can be shown in 3 points. So firstly, is the political protest. Both artists critique French leadership, and the second way is they are all in romantic style, rejecting calm neoclassicism. They use dynamism and raw emotions. The third is heroism versus tragedy. Liberty is heroism, and Medusa is tragedy, but both honors ordinary people's struggle. So in differences, they have different tonalities. For example, in the Liberty art, the Liberties raise flags, and in the second piece, the Jericho is horror. So, for example, like the bodies are strewing on the raft, showing it is a tragedy and it's very horrific, and in a way of color and darkness. So in the first piece, the Delacroix uses bold and red and blue, while as in the second piece, the Jericho opts for musky browns and pale flashes. So in this ways, they have different uses of colors. The first one is more light, but the second one is much more darker. So they shows different emotions and tonalities. The third difference is the symbolism. So the Liberty legitimized freedoms, while the Medusa documents a real event with almost journalism realistics. So overall, in a broader ways, both pieces are very famous and they have very high status in the art. For example, like these art redefines art roles in society, and Liberty became a national symbol, even featured on French uh, like museums. And while Medusa shocks viewers into demanding accountability, so together, both arts show romanticism range, from fiery idealism to grim realism, to prove art can challenge the power. So, so at last, the Liberty Leading the People and the Craft of the Medusa, we can see two sides of romanticism. One calls us to action, the other is to empathy. Both remains timeless reminders of art's power and to reflect and reshape the world. So both of these are very important in this period of time, and they shows us different idealisms and different concepts of art in this period. But in commonly, they are deliberating the protest against French colonialism and people are protesting against the horrific and the chaos world. Thank you.